Hi and welcome to the Arya Bark Podcast Vlogmas Day 19. How are we all doing? Not long to go now. Apologies for absence yesterday. It was a very long drive. I felt fine driving down. Coming back I felt a wee bit tired. And by the time we got home, had dinner, I was pretty much done by that point. I had an early night on Saturday night, woke up at 6 on Sunday, done the editing of what would have been Saturday's video, and went to bed. Did feel slightly run over by the tired bus on about 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. Then proceeded to spend the rest of the day in my jammies, and no one needs to see me in my jammies. I took a day off yesterday to rest. Then about, I think it was about 2 o'clock, Ryan and I were talking. I had this sudden realisation that, albeit I have a lot of blankets, a lot of them were made for Arya. And obviously she's not really needing a blanket now. Nowhere 3 coats. I had this sudden realisation that obviously when we got Arya had her coming home blanket that we used in the car for her. And realised that I haven't actually made Patch a coming home blanket. So the mad dash started last night, starting up a blanket. Not entirely sure how big the blanket's going to be. I've basically given myself until Wednesday to get it done. And we'll see how that goes. So, we'll start off with Advents. Day 18, these have been opened, I've had a look. Day 18, which was yesterday. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Not going to lie. I need that as an actual colourway. Look at that, stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. Just seconds. So that is day 18. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. Love it. I will have my cup of tea later on. Now, as if that wasn't stunning enough, day 19. With the chocolate. Got a little bit of dairy milk. And this. Again, not gonna lie, absolutely stunning. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I think I've got about 6 I need to get wound up. That's not going to work properly. Wait a minute, that's not going to work. I need to do it that way. I think I have about 6 days worth to wind up. I'm going to do that very shortly. So that is the Advents. I think I had said to Freddie, I was speaking to Heather last night and I was like, I'm going to have to stop doing my Advent. I can't stop. I need to knit on it. So, I did put it on bigger needles. I'll move it around this way. So, this is where we are so far. Absolutely gorgeous. Loving it to death. Now, what I do need to do is find my tin my trusty biscuit tin and get another stitch marker. I'm just watching because Arya's arch nemesis is going on his rounds, so there may possibly be a woof fest going on very shortly. Right, so stick this on because I am now finished with day 12, I think it is. I'm on day 12, so I'm like 7 behind. So I've put that in. That is day 12. I'm about to add in day 13. And I'm going to pause here in case my door goes. So we did have some post. Yes, so where'd my bit go? Day 12 has gone in. This was the last time I showed it. So day 11, day 12. I shall shifty this up in the off chance that I get a bit more done. I don't know how much more I'll actually get done, because I think it's time to move on to Patch's blanket. But I do need to get right, so I'm going to stick these in because I need to get them wound up. Again, absolutely loving the anthology throw. It's a really enjoyable knit. The one that I'm about to put in is this gorgeousness. Absolutely love it. I will get that in later on. Stick it back up there. So, Patch's blanket. I need something quite quick. So I chose to do a Tunisian entrelac pattern only because I can rattle that up quite quick. So these are the colours. I'm just using oddments of yarn that I've got left over that aren't really for a specific purpose. Now, where am I? Got a bit worried there, thought I hadn't put a stitch marker in. So this is Around the World by, I think it was a red heart pattern. I'll leave details up above and I'll link it down below. It's just a basic Tunisian entrelac. You start here, is that right? Yeah, you start here and you basically work your way round, and then you work round, and then you work round, and you basically just keep doing that. I am going to shock everyone because all my ends have been moving in. I'm not carrying them, I am actually cutting them. I have woven my ends in as I've gone. Now, white, I'm just using generic white from my stash. I've got hundreds of the stuff in various bits. I also have Robin double knit again in a white, and I've got pound stretcher white. I don't care if the whites don't match. Let's be honest, it's for a dog. I don't think Patch is really going to care whether my whites are a wee bit off. Other thing that I am using is Peyton's Fab DK in shade 2325. This, I don't know why I bought this. Can I honestly say that it's colours that I would use? I dare say it was something to do with Andrew. I don't see him wearing a jumper made out of that anytime soon. And it's a bit, it's acrylic. I'm needing it to be washed in the washing machine. I need it to be tumble dried. I'm not going to be too precious if he chews it, as long as he doesn't choke on it. So yeah, it'll do. I am using I don't know because Knit Pro sizes come off their needle. It's either a 5.5 or a 6mm. I'll check and I'll, next time I show it, I'll mind. So yeah, did this last night. I had tried, what was I going to do? I was going to do a corner to corner using Mandy's recommendation of doing a chain ply with yarn. Decided against that because it's a bit too gappy. Patch, being a puppy, has rather fine claws, and I'm not wanting him getting tangled in his blanket. So I've gone for this option, which I think is actually looking quite nice. Mr. Bark thought it looked horrendous when I showed him it. I was like, what do you think of you two colours together? And he's like, and I was like, well, tough, I've not got anything else big enough to make a blanket out. So this is it. Absolutely loving it. I will do that later on. I will actually stick the blooming hook back in. Stick the hook back in because it's been rattling about here. Yes, that's what I've been working on. Do I have Mr. Bart's socks handy? No, I don't. Yeah. So that's pretty much what I've been up to. I am about, it's now coming up for 2. I am needing to start dyeing up the yarn for the Stephen West show. I have come to the conclusion that I'm going to do some sort of blue. I think I've got a couple of blues that I could use, and I'm pretty sure I know how to make a grey. I just need to rewatch the video. I will need to make up black dye stock, and I'll do that. That should work. Fingers crossed. I need to watch the first part of that video because I need to get the calculations correct. Because I need to dye 2 skeins. So it's going to involve some maths. It's me. Maths on a Monday. Whew. Is there anything? I don't think so. Patch is definitely on for Thursday. He's been booked into the vet for Wednesday. We will back transfer the money over on Wednesday night. That way his mum, the owner of his mum, has the money for him. Just with it being Christmas and stuff. Absolutely lovely family. Had a lovely chat about dogs and people buying puppies for Christmas presents. They are gorgeous. He is one of 4 pups. He is the quieter of the 4. He's got a sister that's a bruiser. She's a chunky wee monkey, and at one point she was on his brother's back and the paws were like clamped to his face. The 4 of them together were hilarious. He's a shy wee dude right now. However, that's purely because they've been very cautious about not having streams of people coming in. Puppy stealing is a thing. Mum is pretty much over having them. She's like, I'm done, you can take them. However, last week and this week's when Mum does less nurturing of the pups and more disciplining of the pups so that they grow up to be well-rounded little poochies. I dare say Arya will continue on the discipline. I don't think she'll be taking any nonsense. But again, he's a puppy. Obviously, his personality hasn't developed. He is, however, very handsome. And he knows it. I did tell him for a solid 20 minutes how much of a handsome boy he was. And when I come home, Arya had a right good sniff. She literally sniffed me for an hour solid. Ryan's half day on Thursday till I was to go down and pick him up. We have a date with the vet on Friday to have him registered, and on Friday I will meet Ryan at the care home, and he's going to go see Granda Jim and the lovely ladies of the care home. Ryan got accosted and shouted at yesterday because a few of them were waiting on puppy cuddles, and obviously we didn't get puppies. We didn't get the puppy. So that's the plan. Saturday is going to be really busy. Obviously by this point we'll have a puppy, and I've got Christmas prep, and I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. This is what happens, like the day after I wash my hair, for the next 2 days it just goes, does its own thing. I think tomorrow Andrew and I are going to Pets at Home, and I think the last thing we had to do was pick up Patchy's bed. His mum's owner has told us a better bed to get him, slightly more expensive than the one we were looking at. However, it's going to be a lot better for him, especially when I start working. And we need to pick up Christmas presents for the dog, for Ryan's dad. So yeah, it's been a couple of days. Plus I have to do my advent knitting, and I have to make a blanket. Yeah, my life's easy. So I am going to go and dye yarn. I may put some pictures in. I'm not going to try and set you up because I don't know where the tripod is. You're currently sitting on my laptop because I moved the tripod out the road so it didn't get broken, and now I can't find it. So that's the plan. I am going to go steep some yarn. I am going to do the other bits and pieces that I'm needing to do, because I need to get my finger out and get that done, and that way it'll be dry. I think Mandy had said that she's actually going to start, if you want to take part in Karen's from Recreational Knitting's make along. Karen, I'm sorry, I forgot it again. I'll stick details in Karen's one. That starts on the 1st of January until the end of February, I'm sure. The Starflake make along starts, I think Mandy says she's starting on the 31st. You can cast it on the 31st, that way it's on for the first 10. Be eligible to enter it into Karen's. The lovely Denise from Dear Designs is doing her sock along again this next year. Really happy with that. I'm going to try and take part in that. Other make alongs. The My Yarny Corner make along. I will list all the make alongs down below. The My Yarny Corner make along, I'm sure that's to... Nope, the words went out my head. Full of puppies. I will tomorrow, I'll write myself a note to find out what that make along's about. I know what the premise of it is. It's basically for you to push yourself and try new techniques and stuff. There is a specific word that I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. I think that's doing 2 Stephen West projects and running at the same time. That should be fun. As well as starting a new job. I am sadistic. Is there anybody else's make along I've forgotten? No, I don't think so. So I am going to go because I have yarn to dye up and I've been waffling on for ages. I hope you have a very, very crafty evening, and I will see you back here again tomorrow, hopefully with my hair no off, doing the flicky stuff. I will see you back here again tomorrow. Bye!